I love government experiments. Chernobyl, that's actually crazy. I can't even talk about it normally because you get to go with Macmillan to Pripyat. And I just basically have to know everything that there ever is to know about the Cold War before I'm gonna be satisfied. I used to think that there was like a guy that lived in the woods and he was stalking me. I mean, I guess there's not, so that's good, I guess.
Girl, what the fuck is you talking about?
Yo, can you guys just trust the process, please, for 1 second? Wait, that's actually really cute. It doesn't look like it in the preview of this, but in my mirror, it does, look. You guys do see the vision? It's cute. I've missed like making videos so much, and I've been doing a lot of inner work and self work. Boring. Boring. I know. I've been doing that and it's been doing like good, I feel like, but I just want to do stuff that I like love more. I have so many videos that I want to do, but I just haven't been able to do because yeah, I am like really sick, and since my last video that the last vlog that I did, my health it kind of nosedived.
Hey guys.
I don't know how long this is gonna last, but we're kind of back a little bit. So chat, what are we gonna do today? Chat, I don't really know. I'm just gonna be yapping, I think. And then maybe I'll tell you guys like what I've been getting up to lately. Mainly I would have to say like tarot. I'm trying to kind of start a tarot business. I'll tell you guys more about that later. Oh, I got a bird feeder yesterday on my window. And so far no birds have been to it. And I'm very upset. Guys, look. My bird feeder. And no birds. No birds have been coming to it. What is with that? I don't know. But I want to talk about that book because I just like it and this is my channel. I can do whatever I want. We're here to talk about CIA right now for a little bit. Today I'm going to be talking about whatever I want to because I don't get to talk to anyone. And basically this is a vlog of like just my daily life at the moment because I can do that. I don't know if that's interesting to anyone, but it's fun to make and I miss making videos, so that's what this is. Okay. Poisoner in Chief by Stephen Kinzer. Good soup. I love government experiments. I love government experiments. Should I do a tier list rating all of the like, not government experience, but like conspiracy theories?
Yes.
I'm gonna make a video that's like my opinion on conspiracy theories, if I think they're real or not, based on the facts and evidence. This is like my thing, okay? My special interest right now is, and it has been for a long time, the Cold War, okay? I need to learn everything that there is to know about the Cold War, about the 60s. I got to like chapter 3 and we've already talked about some fun stuff. We already talked about, it's kind of about like Sidney Gottlieb, his life. So we kind of started out with his childhood, boring. And now we talked about like the end of World War II, Project Paperclip. You know, you guys don't get it like I do, I think. Oh, you guys want to hear something funny? I just opened up the page too. It's not funny. It is kind of funny. It's kind of entertaining. So Camp Dietrich, it was like the first like, how do I say? Like biological warfare study. Like they set up this place to study germs and biological warfare in the US. I think it was it was the first, but they have like a little cheer. Girl, of course they do. They have like a little cheer. I actually don't know how to pronounce that. So, Brucellus? Girl, I am not a microbiologist. You know what? I kind of feel stupid saying this out loud. No, but you guys want to know. P-U-BA. Antibodies, antitoxin, rah, rah, rah. Girl, that's gonna be my new vocal stem just dropped, I think. Look. I don't know how to say these words, you guys. Yeah, it's very interesting because it's about MK Ultra. I also forgot to mention, which is my jam. You guys know some of you know, I'm obsessed with Outlash Trials. If you actually know me, like if you're like one of my friends or like you know me, you know I love it. And it's because it's set in the Cold War and it's set about MK Ultra. And it's set about MK Ultra. And the writers are so good. They're actually cooking so much with the lore. I am in like shock and awe basically. I can't even talk about it normally. It's actually like so insane. So good. I can't even talk about it. But the latest Amelia release event, escape event, you get to go on a nuclear reactor. Yo, you got to go on a nuclear reactor for part of it. You guys, I actually got so excited when I saw that because Chernobyl, okay, it's another one of my special interests. Please, I love it. Stop. I actually have a whole book on it too that I'm gonna read, but it's kind of more boring than this one. So I might get to it after this, but after this I want to learn about probably more stuff like the Bay of Pigs. Like I want to know about like the Cold War and the nuclear arms race. And I just basically have to know everything that there ever is to know about the Cold War before I'm gonna be satisfied. There's that, but what was I saying? Oh yeah, you got to go on a nuclear reactor. Oh my god. Yo, because I started learning about nuclear reactors a bit. I was interested. I was like, okay, Chernobyl? That's actually crazy. Also, all of my interests actually tie into one because literally Modern Warfare. Oh my god. Modern Warfare 4? Wait, no, Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. My love, my children and my babies and my beloved. Because you get to go with Macmillan to Pripyat. Anyways, I'm so interested in that. So if you guys have any recommendations on good, like interesting books to read, I don't want to read like textbooks that is like boring and the information is just there. I want to read it like interesting style. Never mind. Anyways, interesting style of reading. So I want to learn about the Cold War, mainly. I want to learn about, because I already kind of know about like the basics and everything of World War II and the Holocaust, but I kind of want to learn the stuff I didn't learn when I was 11 years old or 9 years old or whatever, how old I was when I was in that phase. I want to know about like the next level stuff, okay? World War II was my thing. I was obsessed with the Holocaust, which is weird. And I actually wanted to say, this is so like morbid. And I feel like, on one hand, I feel, well, like we need to know, right? It should be like talked about and come to light. So it's like, we don't do this again. But it's like also kind of strange. I don't even know, like if I survived like a horrible and terrible event, I don't know if I would feel very good about someone going like, oh, that horrible, tragic, horrible event, that's my favorite thing in the whole world, and going like crazy when they hear about it. So that's kind of like, I feel weird talking about it in that way. It's crazy to me that I have such like an interest in these like horrible, like they're horrible things that happen. But whenever I hear them, I start like going crazy. I'm like, oh my god, yo, Unit 731. And then I start going like feral, but it's like genuinely, that's like that's really, I can't even, like there's nothing I can say, but it was like really bad. Understatement. Oh my god. Like it's kind of it's despicable, and I think the worst part about war is the stuff that you don't hear about, like the war crimes and the atrocities that you don't hear about because they're like so depraved that like you can't talk about them. It's like whatever's in the unreleased Epstein files, like we thought whatever we have is really bad, and it is. No, it is awful and it's terrible. But like what more have they been doing, you know? Anyways, it's just crazy to me. Maybe it's like a morbid curiosity thing. I don't know. I'm really enjoying this book anyways. Is that an interesting background? What am I showing you right now? What is this? You guys have been looking at my pile of stuff the whole time and you didn't say anything to me? You guys should have been looking at my nicely made up bed. It's not made up. It's very comfortable, if you must know. Actually, it's not that comfortable. My mattress is like really, really hard and difficult to sleep on, and also I wake up with bruises on my hips because I sleep on my side. I was in like such a distressed like situation when I was picking out my new mattress, and I was like, you know what, we gotta go with the toughest and hardest one because I have to be the toughest and hardest person.
What did he say?
No, not like that. I have to be the toughest and hardest person. You guys know what I mean. Okay, you guys know what I mean. I have to be the toughest person around, and I have to sleep on rocks, and I have to eat boulders for breakfast or something. I don't know. Basically, how do you say Sisyphus? Yeah. Basically him, except he never sleeps or he gets crushed by a boulder, allegedly. I prefer really, really, really soft and squishy mattresses. There's still been no birds in my bird feeder. I don't know what they want. Like, I put out seed, but I'm gonna probably have a nap or at least have a rest. Like, I think I will read more of my book. I'll update you guys on that. I'll update you guys on what's going on in the government later.
Say good night. Say good night, Mr. Handsome. Good night, Moo.
Go to sleep, go to sleep, go sleep, little pet. Go to sleep, gone to sleep. Goo gaga time for you.
2 hours later.
Good morning, Mr. Will.
Government update. The name Operation Midnight Climax is probably one of like the most fire names you can have for a government operation that I've ever heard so far. But that's not what this is about. So, government update on what they've been doing. So remember Camp Dietrich? It was like the early, possibly first biological warfare research like development place in the US. So they're still doing their thing. They're cooking up all kinds of concoctions and just like ways to kill people with germs and weapons and poisons. Fast, slow, all that stuff. But they can't test how these actually work. Like, they're just developing it. They can't test it at all. Guess who can do testing? CIA. So they team up, the Special Operations Division. Wait, is that what it's called? Let me fact check. Yeah, the Special Operations Division from Camp Dietrich, okay, the biological warfare scientists. They kind of team up, they partner up with the CIA a little bit, and that's called MK Naomi, basically. And I guess that the CIA gave the scientists permission to kind of do some harmless little experiments because the scientists went to the Pentagon and put some, I don't know what it was, but it was like a test, like fake germs into like the air systems, and they calculated into the air systems at the Pentagon.
They don't hit the Pentagon!
So they're not only testing things on US citizens, but also on government officials, which is insane. But that's the CIA for you, I guess. So yeah, and they figured that if it had been like a real attack and not just whatever fake germs they were putting in the air vents and the air systems, half the building would have been dead or something. That's crazy. Anyways, what's even crazier is Operation Sea Spray, because they then, okay, took traceable germs, traceable bacteria. It was traceable because it was like, it had a red tint to it. The cloud of germs was kind of tinted red, so they could trace it however they wanted to, I guess. And they took like a plane and they went to the San Francisco sea line and they just sprayed this mist of bacteria into the air over San Francisco. And nobody knew about this, like local officials didn't know about this. It was a government experiment. And then they just saw and waited what happened. And it got to like the entire population of the whole city. That's like how far the reach spread about the germs. What? Oh my god, that's insane. The experiment of Operation Sea Spray was a success because it reached like the entire city, like 800,000? 800,000. I don't know how to say that number. 800,000, right? I think. It was that many people. And also, the germs weren't as harmless as they had first thought, because one person died after complications. He just had like a surgery and he died from complications due to the bacteria that the CIA or the scientists released into San Francisco. And then 11 people came into the ER. They came into the hospital with UTIs. and their urine samples all had like little red specks in them. So that's concerning. So yeah, it wasn't just like a silly little haha fun experiment. It was like, yeah, people are actually like reacting to what you put into the air in your own citizens. That's crazy, but that's the government update of today, okay? Cool. I said today, but it's like 1950 for what I'm talking about, okay? Hopefully more videos coming soon, I guess. Probably not, but hopefully, right? We can dream. Comment down below what your favorite government conspiracy is. Okay.